Right now, 1 week after Roe v. Wade was overturned, President Biden is meeting with a handful of governors today to talk about abortion rights issues. Plus, we're going to have the latest out of Russia as the trial of an American basketball star, Brittany Griner, begins. Well, good afternoon and welcome to News 3 Now. Mark is off today. President Joe Biden is meeting with Democratic governors who have vowed to protect abortion rights today. Meanwhile, abortion rights advocates in states around the nation are taking their fight to the courts and the polls. Our Skylar Henry has more.
Today, President Biden holds a virtual meeting with a group of Democratic governors to discuss the future of abortion rights.
It is a mistake, in my view, for the Supreme Court to do what it did.
It comes one day after the president slammed the High Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade on the world stage. He also announced his support for a change in Senate rules, despite previous opposition from two moderate Democrats.
I believe we have to codify Roe v. Wade, and if the filibuster gets in the way, it's like voting rights. It should be, we provide an exception.
In a statement, Senate GOP leader Mitch McConnell slammed the president's remarks as an inappropriate attack on the court, adding the people will now have a say on abortion rights. The Democrats have seized the issue to rally voters ahead of this year's midterm elections, with abortion measures already expected on some state ballots. Planned Parenthood and other supporters of abortion rights have also turned to state courts. In Florida, a judge said he'd temporarily block the state's 15-week ban under the state constitution, following similar rulings in other states.
It was not, of course, something, that we were happy to see.
Florida's Republican governor has vowed to continue the legal battle. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
This week, the Department of Health Services laid out steps it's taking to support family planning services. It announced millions of dollars in new grants for provider training and issued tips for protecting patient privacy. All right, let's head to the Weather Center right now, where meteorologist Chris Reese has your holiday weekend forecast. Chris, how's it looking?
Yeah, absolutely. We are going to see some pleasant conditions, at least to start things off. And I know that because it's happening right now. Here's a live look on radar. Things are all quiet for us after some showers came through in the real late night hours. Since then, it has been comfortable. It swept out a lot of our humidity, and now it just feels good. 78 is the temperature in Monroe right now. Same for Bosco Bell. Platteville coming in at 79. Janesville has made it into 81. Madison joining everyone at 79. A little bit of a milky sky, though. We are seeing just enough haze on that horizon. We're going to keep that mix of sun and clouds around for a good portion of the afternoon, but then it's going to be all sunshine come dinner time. Look for temperatures topping out around 82. Even at 6 o'clock, we'll still be hanging out into the upper 70s and around 80s. This is what you want, so I'm not going to give it to you right now, but I do have that full 4th of July weekend forecast coming up in a bit.
I really like that tease. Thanks, Chris.
No problem.
That was awesome. All right, I'm looking forward to that. Thanks. A man is dead after a semi and van collided on Grant County Highway yesterday. It happened shortly before 11:45 a.m. at the intersection of Highway 18 and Bethel Road, which is west of Mount Fort. When crews got to the scene, they found that a Ford van had been driving west on the highway and turned in front of a semi that was traveling east on Highway 18. Both drivers were treated and released at the scene, but the passenger in the van, 34-year-old Emmanuel Garcia Ortiz, was killed in this crash. His death is the 5th deadly crash in Grant County this year. At least 21 people, including 2 children, were killed in a Russian missile strike on a residential building in the Ukrainian city of Odessa this morning. Emergency services says that 38 others were injured in this attack. Ukrainian officials say 3 missiles struck an apartment building and a campsite. Russia continues to deny that they target civilians or civilian infrastructures. American basketball star Brittany Griner stood trial today in Russia, accused of smuggling drugs into the country. Prosecutors say the 31-year-old brought 2 cartridges of cannabis oil into the country for personal use. The 2-time Olympic gold medalist and center for the Phoenix Mercury was arrested in Moscow in February after authorities said that they found drugs in her luggage. Griner's arrest came just a week before the Russian invasion of Ukraine. The Kremlin denies any political motivation, but Russia expert Jeff Hahn believes Griner is being held hostage for political clout.
It's very clear that they did not need to bring the severity of charges against her that they did. They chose to do that in order to grab the U.S. attentions and threaten her with the worst possible outcome.
If convicted, Griner could face 10 years in prison. U.S. diplomats say they are working at the highest levels to bring Griner home. A Florida judge has ruled a lawsuit filed by Gabby Petito's parents will move forward. Joseph Petito and Nicole Schmidt are suing Christopher and Roberta Laundrie for intentional infliction of emotional distress. Most of the complaints from Petito's parents involving Laundrie's failing to act. The Laundries released a statement through their attorney in September saying they hope Gabby is reunited with her family. Gabby's parents argue the Laundries made that statement knowing Gabby was dead and where her body was located. Brian Laundrie had returned to his parents' home in Florida without his fiancée shortly after she went missing while the couple traveled the country and later killed himself several weeks later. An arrest warrant was issued for an Indiana man charged in connection with a break-in at the Oshner Park Zoo in Baraboo earlier this month. Online court records show Aaron Wayne Hovis of West Lafayette, Indiana, faces 9 counts of misdemeanor criminal damage to property. Police allege that Hovis damaged locks on multiple exhibits and damaged the door of another during the June 7th incident. 4 animals, 2 otters and 2 owls, escaped during this break-in. As of Tuesday, all 4 have been caught and returned to the zoo. We are hearing more from the Wisconsin Boy Scouts who helped save lives as an Amtrak derailed in Missouri this week. The crash killed 4 people, injuring more than 100 others. Recounting this experience, the Scouts say they remember the smell of gasoline and the sound of glass breaking and metal twisting. The impact threw them across the train.
You experience the first jolt. You see white smoke coming out of the window on the left. And then the second jolt hits. And suddenly, you're turned on your side.
The boys say once they figured out that they were okay, they sprang into action to help others. Despite that, they say they don't want to be called heroes because first responders and EMTs do this every single day. A pretty cool event. It continues through the weekend here in Madison. Some of the world's best disc golfers are in the area to compete in the U.S. Women's Championships. A total of 320 women from 8 different countries are participating. That's the largest field of competitors in the tournament's history.
Disc golf has been continuing to grow. It saw explosive growth over the last couple of years during the pandemic. And within disc golf and the growth we're seeing, women's disc golf has seen even greater growth.
Competitors will play at 4 area courses: Token Creek County Park, Elver Park, High Stand Park, and Capitol Springs. Anyone interested in watching the competition can buy an individual pass for $20. Now, anyone younger than 13 can watch this for free. The tournament kicked off yesterday and runs through Sunday. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon, including why the largest department store in the U.S. is no longer for sale.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Ashley Stars and Stripes 72-hour mattress sale. Save $1,000 on luxury brands. Get any size Beauty Rest Harmony and Harmony Luxe or Luxe Hybrid mattress for the price of a twin. Plus a bonus of 30% off at checkout at Ashley.
Son, it's about time we had the talk. It's time you knew the truth. Windows can take a beating, especially here in the Midwest. When it's time to replace them, call Feldco.
Isn't Feldco offering 2-for-1 windows right now, Dad?
They are, son. They are.
Less talk, more action. 2-for-1 windows from Feldco makes home improvement easy and affordable.
2-for-1 windows ends soon. Call now.
Quality windows, siding, and doors. Call 866 for Feldco.
Save big during Steinhaffel's 4-day sale. Save 35 to 75% store-wide. Then take an extra $100 off your purchase of $22.99. Take advantage of hundreds of bonus buys in-store and online. Like a Queen Beauty Rest mattress, only $3.99. A 7-piece dining set, now just $6.99. Queen bed, now only $7.99. This Chase sofa, just $9.99. Just 4 days to save big during Steinhaffel's 4-day sale. Relax, it's Steinhaffel's.
A lot can happen in a split second.
The car ran a red light, hit my vehicle hard.
If you want all the money you deserve, remember the name Hupy and Abraham. There's a reason they've been rated best, and results matter.
I'm glad I called Hupy and Abraham. I was very happy with the results.
Tell the insurance company you mean business. Call 800-800-5678. Hupy and Abraham. Right now.
A good lawyer shouldn't cost you more. They should get you more.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Donate today.
7-day-old tuna casserole.
How'd you know that?
Even my nose is strong. You need Hefty Ultra Strong. It has Arm & Hammer, continuous odor control. Hefty, Hefty, Hefty. Oh, and Toby needs a bath. Stay one step ahead of Stinky.
Ashley Stars and Stripes 72-hour sale just got better. Don't miss our biggest savings. Save with doorbuster discounts up to 52% off while supplies last. A $1,000 purchase is just $21 a month. Plus, take up to a holiday bonus of 10% off our sales prices at checkout. Only at Ashley.
Wall Street begins the second half of 2022 after a first 6 months many investors would probably rather forget. The S&P 500 is down just over 20% since the start of the year. Market data show it was the S&P's worst first half since 1970 when Richard Nixon was in the White House. Wall Street and Main Street continue to grapple with high inflation and fears that interest rate hikes could spark a recession. As the July 4th holiday weekend arrives, air travel in the U.S. is almost back to pre-pandemic levels, but airlines are struggling with long flight delays, cancellations, and frustrated passengers. Delta, which canceled 7% of its flights last weekend, is warning of potential problems this holiday weekend. So the airline is letting passengers booked on flights over the July 4th weekend to change their schedule without extra expense, even if the new flight costs more. And starting today, the 3 major U.S. credit reporting companies will stop counting paid medical debt on credit reports. The companies will also start giving people a year to resolve delinquent medical debt before reporting it. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau says errors related to medical debt are common on credit reports and says consumers often have difficulty clearing up the problems. That is your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Matt Piper.
And at the noon hour, the Dow is down 82, NASDAQ is down 45, and the S&P 500 is down 7. Kohl's is no longer looking to sell. The department store says its strategic review process is over and it will not entertain an offer to be bought. Officials at Kohl's says that major market volatility hurt its bottom line, but now it says its finances are strong enough to retain ownership. Kohl's is the largest department store in the U.S. with more than 1,100 locations nationwide. 2 lawsuits have been filed against a popular vegan meal kit service just days after a voluntary recall of one of its meals. The 2 people say they got sick after eating Daily Harvest and had to have their gallbladders removed. Last week, Daily Harvest posted on their website that the product had been sent to the U.S. customers from April 28th to June 17th. At that time, the company said it had received nearly 500 reports of adverse reactions. They asked customers to throw those meals out. Still ahead, millions of Americans are hitting the road and taking to the skies for the holiday weekend. And what we're going to see weather-wise as this holiday weekend unfolds. Chris has a complete look at your forecast when we come back.
Wisconsin, Governor, we have one chance to get this right. Remember one name, Kevin Nicholson, Marine, 5 years, Iraq, Afghanistan, came home, founded No Better Friend Corp, taught Wisconsin conservatives how to organize and win. This is about the ones who work for a living, worry about safe streets and buying groceries. Warrior conservatives. This is about Kevin Nicholson. Conservatives, rise up. We have a leader.
Hi, this is Lisa from 4Imprint. Yes. I'd like 50 welcome wows, 300 customer I love it, and 200 team member oh yes. Certainly. You know we got some brand new woohoos.
Dial up the wow factor with promotional products from 4Imprint. We specialize in awesome items that are certain to awe and guaranteed to deliver some ooh yes. From apparel, backpacks, drinkware to high-tech items.
Wow.
I love it. Woohoo!
Go to 4imprint.com and find some wow now. 4Imprint, for certain. Feast
Feast your eyes on this month's Madison magazine. Learn how local chefs are cultivating partnerships to bring veggies to the center of the plate. Then take off from terra firma with ordinary folks with a passion for piloting. Madison magazine, online and on newsstands now.
Want to know right now what the weather will be like tomorrow? Download the First Warn Weather app and get my 48-hour forecast to help you plan your day.
The First Warn Weather app. Get it now. Powered by News 3 Now.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
News 3 Now, First Warn Weather. Before.
Alert days are in the forecast for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Madison, Janesville, Beloit, Portage, Baraboo, the Dells. This is when you really need to begin to watch the eye to the sky.
During.
We have a confirmed tornado on the ground.
This is a serious situation. You need to take shelter immediately.
And after the storms.
You can see some of the damage here behind me this morning.
Get severe weather coverage from Madison's certified most accurate team. News 3 Now, First Warn Weather.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Well, Pam is off this week. She's going to be back on Tuesday, but here are your farm numbers. Well, believe it or not, the cost of your cookup is up about 17% compared to last year. That translates to about $10 more for the average cookout for 10 people. This is according to Blue Book Services. The biggest price increase over the last year is for ground beef, which is averaging about $11.12 for 2 pounds, about 36% more than it was last year. 2 pounds of chicken breasts are going to cost you about $8.99, while 3 pounds of pork chops is about $15 right now. Americans are packed up and ready to go, with nearly 48 million people expected to travel this July 4th holiday weekend, and a record number are hitting the road despite historically high gas prices. CBS News' Michael George has more.
Americans are breaking free this Independence Day at near pre-pandemic levels. AAA predicts nearly 48 million people are traveling 50 or more miles from home this holiday weekend, up 3.7% over last year. The bigger surprise, a record 42 million people are going by car.
It's going to surpass all numbers since year 2000. So we are up there, and the pent-up demand is definitely showing.
That demand is enough to override consistently high gas prices, though a drop in the global price of oil helped shave about 9 cents off the average price per gallon. Some retailers are chipping in, too. Sheetz lowered its prices through July 4th for 2 types of gasoline.
I filled all 3 cars up today, and I'm probably going to fill them up again, whatever I have to do to keep them filled up through at least the 4th.
But some are still choosing to spend the holiday at home.
All anybody can afford if they want to put food on the table is to just stay home. Simple as that.
If you are traveling by car, experts suggest saving in other ways, like bringing food, ride sharing, or splitting expenses with another family. It may be a tougher go for air travelers.
We're expecting to have some troubles. We'll just roll with the punches.
Kind of expect the worst and hope for the best.
Tickets are pricey, cancellations are common, and staffing is short. Factors that could continue through the summer.
You've got to expect a lot of people traveling in a very condensed period of time, and with not a lot of options to rebook.
Anticipating what it calls operational challenges, Delta Airlines has dropped change fees and fare differences for flights scheduled during the holiday weekend. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
AAA says the top travel destinations include fun in the sun locations, Disney, and national parks. Alaska is having their first travel season in 3 years. If you're looking for a fireworks show to check out this weekend, we've got plenty of options. In Madison specifically, there are 2 events, one at Warner Park after the Mallards game on July 3rd. The other is at Breese-Stevens Field on Saturday. Outside of the city, there are also shows in DeForest, Edgerton, Evansville, Monona, Portage, Stoughton, and Wanakee. We're going to have a full list, including times and locations, up on our website, channel3000.com. All right, what's the weather going to look like? Chris is back, and he's got that answer.
Absolutely, Brad. I want to talk about something that was hot, and this was yesterday. Temperatures made it into the 90s across southern Wisconsin, but today it feels a whole lot better. We're not talking about the 90s. We start with the dew points. They have come down, and they've come down in a big way. Yesterday, it was muggy. Today, it is comfortable. Winds are out of the north now. A cold front came through, and that is what has brought in the drier air. That's also why our temperatures are more comfortable. 72 in Wisconsin Dells right now. Janesville, a bit warmer. Your temperature's at 81. In Madison, we stand at 79 right now. There is a little bit of cloud cover, but those winds are staying out of the north, and the humidity's overall going to be staying on the low side as we keep those dew points in check into the 50s source. So let's look over the next 12 hours. Temperatures stay steady really through about dinner time. How nice it feels now is how nice it's going to feel. Overnight, you'll start to see those temperatures sliding, and we could drop all the way down into the 50s. Doppler track is quiet, so where you see cloud cover, there is no concern. But I will tell you, we are tracking some showers and thunderstorms just to our south this afternoon, and this is actually where at least some severe weather could be possible. So if you're traveling anywhere over towards Detroit, Fort Wayne, and northern parts of Indianapolis, back through St. Louis and Kansas City, this is where there's a level 1 out of 5 risk for some stronger thunderstorms. But here, no, we're not dealing with those at all. Here we are at 4:30, still quiet. This is the warmest part of the day, which I expect us to top out into the lower 80s. Then overnight tonight, look at how we cool down. 59 is my expectation for your overnight low. Generally clear skies, a couple of clouds here and there in the night. That sets the stage for the weekend. I gave you the tease earlier. Here's that full weekend forecast. Tomorrow, we're looking at partly sunny skies, low humidity too. Temperatures will be right around 83, but we are going to see a little bit more humidity on Sunday, along with warmer temperatures right around 86. What does that mean? It's going to feel a little bit more muggy, and the heat index is going to warm things up into the lower 90s as you are out and about. This is the big day. Sadly, this is the one that features the best chance of rain around here. The good news is we really need the rain around here. If you've seen my grass, don't tell me about it, but it's pretty brown and yellow right now. So we've got to water the grass, and that's going to happen as we start to move into Monday, but not just Monday, maybe even beyond that. Check it out. Here's the pattern ahead. So we start you out at 3 o'clock in the morning on the 4th of July. You'll start to see those showers starting to work their way on in. This is midday on the 4th of July, so if you have plans, go ahead and get the rain plan ready for that as well. Have those gatherings inside. Even into the evening, we'll see some of those rain chances around here. Another complex of showers and thunderstorms could dive through here on Tuesday. That could linger into Wednesday, with another one following that up perhaps Wednesday and into Thursday. Overall, though, it's going to be a good soaking pattern as we move towards next week. Lots of rain chances around here where we're still abnormally dry on the drought monitor. Next week has the opportunity to change that around here. We will see how it goes. Temperatures are going to be into the lower 80s Monday through really Friday, but Thursday and Friday we are expecting to see more sun than clouds and rain. And then as we start to move towards next weekend, the humidity starts to come right back. Temperatures are going to be topping out into perhaps the upper 80s by next Sunday.
All right, I'll say for the weekend forecast, 2 of 3, that's not bad. I think we can take that, right, Chris?
Exactly. My thoughts are that a lot of people are going to do the fireworks a day or two early, and it'll be just fine for that.
All right. We're just, we're happy that it's the 4th, and happy 4th of July to you, a little early, but hope you have a great weekend. Chris.
Hey, same to you. Thanks.
All right, there's more to come on News 3 now at noon. Up next, let's see what Howard's cooking on with the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
It's July, and that means we're looking for new ideas for dinner that'll keep us cool and satisfied. Just wait until you see what we came up with. Just wait.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Ashley Stars and Stripes 72-hour mattress sale. Save $1,000 on luxury brands. Get any size Beautyrest Harmony and Harmony Luxe or Luxe Hybrid mattress for the price of a twin. Plus a bonus of 30% off at checkout at Ashley.
Politicians have been threatening it. Now the Supreme Court's done it, triggering a ban on nearly all abortions in Wisconsin, even in cases of rape and incest. And Senator Ron Johnson sided with them on overturning Roe v. Wade, punishing doctors and hurting people, putting our health and reproductive rights in danger. Johnson even said, if you don't like it, you can move. Tell Senator Ron Johnson to protect us, not punish us.
Dear gas prices, Toyota's hybrid lineup says, go take a hike. Because we bring efficiency with power and savings with style. Think you can stand in our way? We got this. Toyota Hybrids.
Get 1.75% APR for 48 months on a new 2022 Toyota Corolla, Camry, RAV4, Highlander, or Tacoma. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Hy-Vee hot deals are super hot this Friday through Sunday. Fresh ground beef, only $2.99. Pepsi products, get 4 for only $11.88 when you buy 4. Whole seedless watermelon, only $3.48 with coupon. Pork loin back ribs, only $3.99 a pound. And the savings are hotter than hot on Doritos, only $1.99 with coupon. Scan the QR code and check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Donate today.
Ashley Stars and Stripes 72-hour sale just got better. Don't miss our biggest savings. Save with doorbuster discounts up to 52% off while supplies last. A $1,000 purchase is just $21 a month. Plus, take up to a holiday bonus of 10% off our sales prices at checkout. Only at Ashley.
When it comes to cooking during the summer, we usually stay away from the slow-cook comfort foods and lean towards the lighter fare. And if this July is going to be anything like last year's, which happens to be the hottest month ever on record, then the beefed up summer salad we're making today is just what we're looking for. We start by cutting a head of iceberg lettuce and placing it on a platter. On top of that, we arrange some cucumbers and tomatoes that we've chunked up. Now, for the part that turns this from just a salad into a main dish, we pile on some cooked roast beef. And that can be chunked up from a leftover roast or from the deli. And since a salad is only as good as the dressing that goes on it, we threw together a creamy horseradish dressing that really complements the beef. Then we threw on some onions, and it's done. It may seem simple, but the simplest things in life are often the best. And when you serve this chilled, laced with a tangy dressing, don't be surprised if this becomes a year-round favorite. I do hope you'll go online and get the recipe for our chilled beefed up summer salad, cause it's that good. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a cool and refreshing way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, here's that extended forecast for you. 4th of July temperatures will be in the lower 80s. We'll see chances for some rain, though, the rest of this weekend. Pretty great.
All right, we'll see you at 4, everyone.